all these journeys I continually partake in, and to be honest, impose on myself, are about extremes. And nowhere more so than here in Siberia. I think my record so far has been down to minus 60 degrees centigrade. And that's without wind chills that have been attached to the back of a skidoo or a sleigh. Everything stops functioning, the brain slows down. The fingers essentially drop off. But the one thing that has to keep working is your camera. The majority of the time, the batteries are attached to my chest in this sort of warm vest. And the few seconds that you manage or think you're capable of making a picture, you have to scavenge for a battery from within inside and plant it in the camera, make a few shots, the battery's empty and the picture's gone. But you can get it. The beginning of this journey started for me at the age of 17. For 2 years, I disappeared into Tibet. I traveled from east to west with my very first camera. And ever since then, almost annually, I seem to be returning to the Himalayas. The very first journey that I went on, for before they pass away, was to the far reaches of Western Mongolia, to the high and distant Altai Mountains. And I was desperate when I made homage to go back. And I showed them the book and they looked at it, but they didn't look surprised. And they turned around and they said, well, we've already got a copy. And I went, what? You've already got a copy of my book? And they said, yes. And they showed me a smartphone. We're actually online. We've been following you for the last 2 years. And I said, well, is that a bad or is that a good thing? And they said, oh, it's fantastic. It's absolutely amazing. But because of you, because of the pictures you've made, because of the pride you instilled in us, our numbers have been grown. At the end of the festival, I was presented with something I've never seen before. I mean it, hundreds of horse riders and camels, all coming down this valley like a snake from the mountain. I went up to Dalai Khan, this very proud chief of the village of Altai, and I said, oh please Dalai Khan, just one more picture. And he said, look to me, more pictures? And I said, yes, but Dalai Khan, this is a special picture. This has to be a picture of you and your family, high above the village of Altai, with your daughter, standing proudly in this landscape, sitting on your horses, holding your eagles. But as always, it's not straightforward. It took 4 mornings of climbing up and down this mountain, 4 hours there, 4 hours back, every single day, to get this finite moment whereby the pink dawn would arise and everybody would stand still, horses, eagles and protagonists, all beautifully and delicately balanced in this landscape for that one last picture of the Kazakh eagle.